Dear parents, hello, welcome and thank you for being part of the Lead School at Home journey. In the last session, we discussed about developing a growth mindset and handling misbehavior. I hope you've been putting these two learnings to practice. If you have any questions, you can watch the previous parent session again. After the previous sessions, a lot of parents WhatsApped us that their children had got 3 stars. Congratulations to all the students who have achieved 3 stars by attending all Lead School at Home classes, doing your homework, and getting a good score in the quiz. Some of the schools might have gone on summer vacation. I'm sure students are missing their daily classes. But don't worry. The Lead School at Home summer program takes care of your child's learning even during vacations. Tinkering Tuesdays will have activities around science, and Funky Fridays will have family activities. We hope that you utilize them fully. Today, I want to talk about an important attitude that is very valuable for success in life. Along with growth mindset that we discussed in the last session, if you are able to build this second attitude also in your child, you will prepare them to overcome any challenge. This attitude is called being the cause. Being the cause is the attitude that I am responsible for achieving my goals, and whatever I want in my life is up to me and my efforts. People who are the cause of their life step forward to take responsibility when opportunity arises. They always focus on what they can do and not on what others should do. They always take responsibility for fixing things if something doesn't work, and don't blame others or circumstances. Being the cause is the opposite of being at effect. People who are at effect are always complaining, blaming, or giving excuses. Being the cause people are far more successful in life than those who are at effect. They achieve their goals, they make big things happen, and they are not affected by what others have to say. On the other hand, people who are at effect do not go too far in life. They are so caught up in proving that it was not their fault that they do not focus on taking responsibility to fix a situation. Let us say we get late for a meeting. We end up blaming traffic. Instead, we can take responsibility and leave early from home. If you're not able to do something, we blame circumstances. Instead, we can learn from our mistake and do better next time. If we are not successful, we blame others for being biased. Instead, we can focus on building new skills. So you can see how being the cause is so much better, and it's so important in achieving success in life. So the question is, how do we build this attitude in our children? We all know that children observe adults around them and they learn norms of behavior from them. So it all starts by role modeling. You as parents have to be the cause in your life if you want your child to be the cause in their life. You also have to watch out for your unconscious actions that create an attitude of being at effect in your children. Let me tell you a story. I was at my friend's place and we were all having dinner. They have a small 3-year-old child. We were sitting when the child who was walking around hit the table and fell. No wonder she started crying. But what the mother did surprised me. She hit the table and said, "Bad table." I was surprised. The mother's intent was to soothe the child, comfort her. But her effect was to tell the child that it was okay to blame something else. The fact is that the table did not move. It was always there. The child went and hit the table. But by blaming the table, the mother allowed the child to feel that it was the table's fault. If I were in the mother's place, I would hug and comfort my child, but not blame the table. I'll tell you another story. We were all at a football practice of our children, and some mothers were also there. And soon the conversation went towards teachers and school. So one of the mothers said that her child had stopped loving math because the teacher was really bad. Her child had told her that the teacher scolded him for not paying attention and hence he did not like math anymore. And she had told her son that don't worry, I will go and complain to the school. Now, as parents, I agree that we must stand up for our children, but we should do it in a way that we do not give them a signal that they can blame others. See, if I were in the mother's place, I would talk to my son first and get him to understand that not paying attention is not okay. If he says that I am getting bored, I would actually encourage him to take responsibility and talk to the teacher. Now, if the problem persists, I will go and talk to the teacher, but without telling my son. The idea really is that when your children struggle, when they make mistakes, when they come up with problems, you can very easily start blaming others and nodding your head that, yeah, it is not your fault. Or you can have a conversation with them that I understand you're feeling bad, but ultimately you have to take responsibility of fixing things in your life. So being the cause is a very fundamental attitude. And next time your child complains or makes a mistake or faces failure, take the following 3 steps to build the attitude of being the cause in them. First, comfort them. Get them to name their feeling and accept their feeling. You could say something like, come give me a hug. I know you're feeling bad. Tell me how you're feeling. Are you feeling angry? It's okay to feel like that. But then very quickly, step 2 is to get them to reflect. How do you get students to reflect? You can say something like, okay, now that you are calmer, can you think of other ways in which you could have handled the situation? So children might need help in thinking on this step. So you could actually help them by saying, okay, you understand that we don't have control over others' actions, right? So you don't have control over your friend's action. You don't have control over your teacher's actions, but you have control over your actions. So what could you have done differently? When we encourage students to reflect, they are able to think of different ways of handling the same situation. And then the third step is encourage them to take action. Get them to come up with a few options of what they can do to fix the situation and encourage them to take action. Sometimes the action could be to go apologize to the teacher or their friend. Sometimes the action is to plan better next time, work harder, or pay more attention. Whatever it is, encourage your child to come up with the action. Don't start filling their head with ideas because you want them to be the cause of their life. So these 3 steps, which is comfort them so that they feel heard, get them to reflect, and encourage them to take action. These 3 steps are really important to build the attitude of being the cause. I hope you understand that being the cause of your life is a really important attitude that we must build in our children so that they can take responsibility of their life and grow up to be adults who achieve success irrespective of the circumstances. My deep wish for all of you is that you take on these learnings and use them in your life and help your children grow up with a growth mindset and a being the cause attitude. Your school has partnered with Lead School at Home to provide all its students uninterrupted learning. Not many schools are doing this. Most schools are just sending some links and assignments to their students and they expect the parents to figure it out. But Lead School at Home is a structured program with a daily schedule, with homework, with answer keys, with online quizzes and weekend activities. No one has such a comprehensive homeschooling experience. I hope you acknowledge your school's decision to offer you Lead School at Home. I hope you have spared a thought about how your school management is managing the school in these tough situations. As parents, we must support our schools so that they can provide a quality education to our children. With this, I take your leave. As India slowly opens up, do take these 3 precautions when you step out or when your children step out. Always wear a mask. Keep distance and avoid shaking hands or hugging others. And third, wash your hands with soap and water regularly. I wish you all the best and I hope your children continue to have a great at home learning experience. Thank you and all the best.